this. Alright guys, we'll get started in a bit. Just wait for some more people. I've just sent out the link. I know it's early as well, but I've got to only be in here for 30 minutes. I have to do some Discord stuff. Really quiet morning, to be honest with you. As expected, it's Monday, so just being patient. I've already traded this BPTS. MLGO looks pretty good for a reverse for an entry, in my opinion. So I also grabbed a small position MLGO, see where that takes it. But the reason why I'm taking it is just because in a downtrend we've had one green 15-minute candle. We're starting to see that it is starting to push to the upside like this. Right, the second green candle is starting to come in as well. So we'll see if this can break. But I have taken this trade, MLGO. See where this goes. So 355 is the next level. 355 and then 390 is the level that I have on MLGO. Probably scale out some at 355. BPTS is obviously the strongest setup right now. I got in earlier today. My entry is, let me look. My entry is 1.22, so I got in quite earlier today. I played the falling wedge. There was a falling wedge here earlier, so this is the setup that I played earlier. Finally we broke above it, and then it was just consolidating, and then eventually we broke above. Excuse me guys a little bit, I am sick, so you'll probably hear me cough and sniff a lot. Vino. Let's see what's going on with this. Yeah, I really like this MLGO setup. It's probably my favorite setup right now, simply because it's starting to reverse. We can see that long down, steady downtrend on this, 30% down. Now it's starting to find area support. This 320. Ever since it hit 320, we can see it's starting to reverse up. So yeah, for those who just joined, I have taken this as a trade. Only small size, not in full porting. I'm not doing any of that crazy stuff. Just in a few hundred shares or so, just to see how this one plays out. Let me have a look at phase. Someone just asked me to look at this one. Phase is still steady in the uptrend. I like this setup a lot. Very bullish, obviously into open. Up 70% right now. I'm not actually sure why it's running, if anyone knows why. Let me have a look. Yeah, but I definitely have this phase on watch, guys, simply because it's up 69%. We have this area of resistance here, obviously 0.28, which is a previous high we've rejected a few times. I know that 0.29 is the high of the day, but for me, I'm going to try and see if we can break this 2.8 and look for an entry maybe. PPT is coming down now. Yeah, MLG is my favorite setup right now. Yeah, so this is simply because we can see it's starting to reverse now, right? So we have on 30-minute, look what's happening here. It's red candles, however, it's found support here, 319. And then after that, we've got 342, 355 is where I'm going to sell some. Let's have a look. If you guys have any tickers you want me to chart, feel free to do it. I'll be here probably, I'm not going to be here for long actually. I might just be here for like 10 more minutes or so. I'm not feeling too well, but and I know it's probably annoying when I keep coughing as well, so just share what I can right now. This PYXS, I would just mark 209. So the reason why I have 209 is simply because that's just the high of day. There's no real direction at the moment, so in my opinion I would just wait for this to break above 209 to look for possible entries on this, but keep this on watch for sure. Thanks, bro. Yeah. It's not the best to be sick, but it is what it is. Let me have a look at GNS. I was looking at GNS earlier. I think it broke $1. I saw that. But yeah, this. Oh no, it's just below $1. Well, it's at $1 right now. So it has broken out of here, but really hasn't done anything too much, to be honest. I know you'd have to wait a long time, probably, unless to get some momentum. But you'd have to wait until 115, in my opinion, because at the moment, this $1 level just keeps rejecting. It's come up to here, 104, rejected again, 103, then rejected again, 103. So just gonna have to wait and see. AMPX. AMPX. This has got a lot of very low volume play. You can say it is starting to move to the upside a little bit. However, there's no real momentum. The volume isn't quite there for me to get into this play, but at the moment it is it is obviously pushing to the upside. We can see it is in a steady uptrend, but this kind of price action here isn't I wouldn't really like to trade in this. So in my opinion, I would just avoid this until this does start to get some volume, because at the moment it's just very difficult to know what's going to happen, although it is still in that uptrend. So just be cautious with this one. If you are in, I would have my stop loss around 385 if you do get in this trade, so just be cautious of that. RDZ. What's happening with SQL? So yeah, there's really not many plays moving at the moment. Yeah, NK. I saw NK earlier, I think, as well. This one's still in that falling wedge, so I have it in a falling wedge on the 4 hour here. Still decision point at this time right now. We can see it's right down at the bottom of the wedge, so it's really got to decide soon what it's going to do here, because we can see that it's right here by this wedge. So we expect it to break above, obviously, that's why we have this here, but 125 break is what you need, and then 136 is safer entry. So in my opinion, I'd wait for 136, because then you can start to see a steady uptrend, right? So that's the kind of entry level that I would look for on that. TTO. How come, Barrios, how come you're looking at this? I see everyone on Twitter is going on about the stock. What's the reason? Is it like people are talking about it on Reddit, or what's going on? Because every time I post a chart on this, people are going nuts. Like, I don't know what's going on with it, why there's so many people looking at this play. It's still in a falling wedge. So this is bullish, so you expect the price to break above. You expect to break above like this and continue to the upside. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this play. It's the last 2 months. Whenever you post on Twitter, people just go nuts. I don't know if it has a cult following or what. Yeah, cheers, bro. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm coughing and that. It's not the best. Oh, FDA news? Oh, right. I mean, I haven't done anything since FDA news, if it was recently. Like, it's pretty much in a downtrend since the FDA news, if it has come out. Yeah, thanks, bro. Hopefully I get better by tomorrow so I can do this for longer. Yeah, so GNS, guys, for those who are in GNS, because I get a lot of questions about this like every day. Honestly, the best entry for this is not around here. I would honestly wait for 115. The reason is because it's struggling to break and hold $1. So in my opinion, I would just avoid this play until it does get momentum, because if you're going to try and get the play now, you're going to hope and pray that it's going to run up, right? We don't know when it's going to run up, how long it's going to take. Until it starts to get momentum and break this 115, then I would personally look for entries. But if you're trying to get in now, it's kind of a guessing game. So I would just avoid at the moment, in my opinion. AVTX, you have to break this level here that I've drawn. This 0.15, can you see this resistance here? So here, 0.15, 152. Yeah, this level here, then you have 0.158050. So this one here is what you need. So this is what I have obviously have this as support, and then this is what you need to break above. Break above that, then hopefully it continues to push the upside. But if you're trying to trade within this range right here in this rectangle, it's a guessing game, right? I call this the gambling zone simply because there's no real direction, right? Is it going as an uptrend and a downtrend? Obviously, it's more in a downtrend right now, but for me, it's just not worth getting in a trade like this because you don't really know what's going to happen. Wait for confirmation above this break, or wait for it to come much lower pullback. So that's what I would do on this. For those who just joined, if you guys can do me a favor, if you can like the stream up and then also subscribe if you haven't, I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow a lot. I measure every day, but we were going to start posting. We have some videos to post soon for the YouTube channel as well, just in terms of some trade reviews and those things, so you guys can learn and understand some of the small cap trades and setups that we take, myself and Hassie. So feel free to join, subscribe so you can get the videos when they come out. Vino, this one I'm waiting for 347. You can round this to 350 if you want to. So in my opinion, I'm just going to wait for 345 because there's that resistance level here. So I would just wait for that. Phase. I like phase if it's still in that uptrend. Yes, I still like phase. Look, it's still bullish, right? We can say that it is, if you want to get technical, we can say that is an ascending triangle forming. So if you want to look like this, right, you expect price to break above here, retest, and push to the upside. So obviously right now it's bullish. There's no downtrend. There's there's no reason why. I expect this to break above, but obviously we can see there is resistance building here at this 0.28 level. So unless we have 0.28 break, then I won't look for an entry. We need to break that for confirmation, because although it is an uptrend, I do expect this to break above. It's not enough for me to enter the trade. So also it's Monday morning and those kind of things. So thanks, Johnny, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let me look at this. Arnaz is running. I know this ran the other week as well. So we can put 0.9 break here. So all I would do is just put this purple line. There's no real area of support at the moment. I have 0.7, but this was previous support. So all we can just do is simply just mark this. We break 0.90, then you can maybe look for a quick scalp entry. So just keep an eye on this one for sure. No problem. Yeah, that phase one looks good though. I would just definitely keep an eye on it. Let me have a look here. I'm just going to try and see what other setups there are, because at the moment there's obviously not much going on. BPTS, how's this looking? BPTS is probably the strongest play at the moment, simply because it broke out its consolidation zone. It hasn't broken above the high of day yet, but 148 is what I'm looking for. So if you're trying to look for a trade on this, all I would do is simply just mark the high of day and watch what this does at open. If it breaks above, great. You want it to retest that 148 and then push to the upside. AVTX, I know this one's right. Yeah, so AVTX at the moment it's in a downtrend, right? So for me, I know someone just asked about this, but in my opinion, I would just wait for this 0.152. You could wait for the 0.15 break, but ideally you want to just wait for the breaker high of there, because if you're trying to enter now, it's kind of just consolidating. It's difficult to look for an entry in this, in my opinion, right now. Vino. I like Vino. Just mark this level, this 345 level. This is a big level to break because it's the high of day. Resistance here 1, 2, 3 times. So if it breaks this, it should move quite quick to the upside. MLGO, like I said with this one, I am in this trade. I expect this to break above, right? So Huge downtrend, right? It's down 30% this morning, or 28%. In the 15-minute, we can start to see that's found an area support at 320 here. Okay, so after 320, we've noticed that it's in a steady uptrend. Starting to get buyers stepping in, green candles are coming, meaning that we expect this to push to the upside and break above 355. So 30 minutes looking good as well. So this one should be on your watch list, guys. This is a potential dead cat bounce play. So 355, watch that level to break, and I'll hopefully push to the upside on that. PYXS, SWIN, this one's down 12% this morning. There's nothing really going on with this. Nothing really going on. For those who just joined, guys, if you want to post some tickers there, feel free to post some tickers and I'll chart some for you guys. I'll be in here for probably like 5 more minutes. I know it's a lot shorter today, guys. I'm only here for like probably 20 minutes or so, but I'm not feeling too well. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of some of the setups that I see, because I want you guys to try and watch some of these plays if there are any setups coming in, right? So swing here, we can see this is simply in a downtrend. I like these kind of setups because all I'm looking for is just a break above the trend line. If there's no break above the trend line, it won't enter it, but I do like to see these setups because if it finds an area of support, which it has now, which is this 312 level, so I'll mark it to 310. So 310 here, area of support. So the next area of resistance that we have is this one here, 375. So 375 level is what you want to look for on this, and then you have a lot of, this has a lot of room to the upside as well. So this is definitely one to watch because we know this was a runner last week, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be having this on your watch list. Yes, it is down 12% and it was down 8% on Friday, but there is always a potential that this can reverse. So we're looking here on the 30 minutes, pulled back to 312 level here. It's held it, right? So since it's held this level since pre-market, we can see this candle starting to try and push to the upside, right? So if you want to, you could even look at 345. This is an earlier entry. It's a higher risk, more riskier entry, simply because you're entering here because of this resistance here or previous support. So it breaks above that, but in my opinion, you'd want to wait for this level here for confirmation. But if you're trying to look for an entry on that, simply I would look for this 345 break on SWIN. So SWIN, let me have a look at SWIN. So this is SWIN, this is a 30-minute chart. So we can see here the key support level is the orange line that I always mark, which is 310, right? So look for 345 reclaim. And then your key resistance level is that 375. 375 swim on that. Hi, is Mara and Afro getting weak? I may short these two at opening. You could just go for Mara. I don't think AFRM is sorry, if AFRM is a blockchain play with Bitcoin, but I know Mara is. So Mara is just dependent on what's happening with Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin's doing, you just got to decide. Bitcoin's going down, obviously Mara's going to follow. So you just, the thing with Mara and those other ones, Hut, Can, Riot, and all of them, you've just got to keep an eye on Bitcoin because obviously whatever Bitcoin's doing, those will follow. But if we're looking here on a larger time frame on Mara, it's bearish, right? So look here, this is a daily, no sign of reversal yet. It's in a steady downtrend. So if you were to short, it's pretty simple that you should, because you're just playing the trend here. Your next area of support is this here, this 855 level, right? Simply because of this. Below that, you have this level here, so 530. So these are your levels. It's kind of right at the support level now. If it breaks below this 5, if it breaks below 850, then you could probably look for for shorts on this one if you do options. But like I said, just keep an eye on Bitcoin because this just does follow Bitcoin. So whatever that does, this is going to do the same thing. But at the moment, yeah, just simply playing the trend on this, I guess it's bearish on that. I'll go over my watches quickly, guys, and then I've got to head out. I'm just going to go to Discord. I know it's a little shorter today. For those just joined, I am sick, so I don't really want to be talking too much and coughing all over on YouTube because I know it's kind of annoying. So tomorrow, hopefully I'm better and I'll be on here for longer. But BPTS, right? This is probably one of my top watches simply because it's runner at open or pre-market. All I'm looking for on this now, so I'm going to kind of clear these levels out the way. I'm going to keep this area of support here, this 117, right? But all I'm really looking for is 148. So if you're looking for a play on this, guys, simply just use any whatever 5-minute time frame for now that I have. Mark the high, which is 148, right? You want it to break above that open, retest that, and push to the upside. It's not going to always pull back exactly to 148. It might pull back to only 150. It might come down to 145, right? So just keep an eye on that. If you do start to see it bounce off those levels, then you could probably look for it to push to and continue to the upside on this one, right? Area support here is 117. And then if it goes below that, I have, what was this, 105. So these are your levels here on BPTS. Vino, all I'm looking for is a break of high on this is 340, 350, 347, simply because that's the high of day. There's no real price action at the moment. This is a double top, so bearish reversal pattern on that. MLGO, I like this setup. I am in this play. I've only got a few hundred shares. Seeing how this one does because it is down 30%. We're starting to see some buyers step in here with the green candles, right? So we'll see what this one does. RDZN, it's all right. There's not much volume on this. And then PYXS just marked 209 on this level. So keep an eye on these. But last two, like I said, these two plays, BPTS and Vino, probably the top, or MLGO would be the top two plays in my opinion to watch it open. Obviously we still have like 30 minutes left, so there might be something that's going to run up. RNAS is also running up as well, I know. So keep that one on your watch list as well. All right, guys. Sorry for keeping it short, but I will be back tomorrow. Same time, like an hour before market open, and hopefully be here for 30-40 minutes to give you a rundown of the market. But if you could do me a favor, if you can like the stream up and also subscribe if you haven't, I'd really appreciate it. Today is Monday, so just be cautious of the price action. It's going to be a little slow probably. Wait for the market to choose a direction and then look for plays. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.